Hey guys, if you like the content, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn notifications on with the bell. Thank you. What is up, YouTube? Partywaffles here. And today, I'm going to answer a question a lot of you guys have been asking me. So, 9.1 is coming out on the 29th. The arena season comes out the following week. So, the question everybody's asking me right now is, Frost or Unholy for 9.1? And will both specs even be viable? Like, oh, is Frost down bad right now? Like, is it? Are we down for the count? Like, no. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer all the questions that I've been getting asked. Okay. So the first thing I'm gonna answer here is the viability of both specs. Okay. So Frost, it's losing Heartstop, but it's gaining Strangulate, Spell Warden, Bitter Chill, Shroud. So it's gaining a lot of things, right? So I'm going to tell you right now, okay? Frost is not going to be bad. Frost is good. Frost is going to remain good, if not get better, okay? So as far as Unholy goes, Unholy is also going to be getting better. So what it's looking like to me is that we're going to have two different specs, and you can play either one finally. So both of them are going to be viable. As for me personally, what I think I'm going to do is in 2v2, I'm probably going to play Unholy because when Unholy is actually good and like viable, it's very, very strong in the 2v2 bracket. Very strong in the 2v2 bracket. But for threes, I'm not sure yet. So I don't know if I'm going to play it for threes or not. Here's the thing. The thing about threes is Unholy is historically good into casters, right? So if it's a melee heavy meta, I might play Frost because Frost is actually unreal into melee cleaves. So if it's a melee cleave meta, I'll probably play Frost for threes. But I don't know. If Unholy ends up being better, I'll play Unholy. But as far as that goes, I think I'm probably going to play Unholy 2s and Unholy 3s, unless Frost is insane. Because building on top of what I just said there, I've heard a couple of rumors in the back streets. I've heard a couple rumors, you know. So the things that I've heard through the grapevine and seen on PTR, which I'm not sure if these are actually going to come to the live game, but they have to do with Frost. Well, sort of Unholy as well, right? So one of them is Deathstrike. So Deathstrike on the PTR right now is unnerfed, and it heals like pretty much like it did before, right? So it heals like half your health, 20Ks and things like that, of that sort, like if you get hit by a lot of damage. Another thing here is for Frost that I saw on the PTR. So don't quote me on this. This might not come to retail. These are just numbers that I've seen on the PTR that have been unnerfed. So if you look at your Pillar of Frost here, it's 20%, right? But in PvP, it's nerfed down to 13%. But I think on the PTR, that's unnerfed. So potentially that's unnerfed. Frostworm's Fury is nerfed to do a lot less damage. But on the PTR, it seems to be critting for 24Ks. So if that's unnerfed, then that's going to be insane too. And the final thing for Frost was, well, they unnerfed Breath of Cindergosa a little bit too. So if all these things for Frost are actually unnerfed and it's not just them testing numbers on the PTR, right? I have to say Frost might be the move overall, but if those things, like Blizzard hasn't announced those things, those are just numbers that people have seen and speculated. So without that, then I'd say Unholy is still going to be pretty good. But honestly, it's hard to tell right now which one is going to be better. Like it's all just like looking in the crystal ball type shit. You know what I mean? So, but you guys have to know that the first week I'm going to test both specs, right? Like I'll immediately test both specs, and then whichever, like I'll tell you guys which one's better. I'll tell you all that stuff like when we when we definitively know. But yeah, as far as it goes right now, I think they'll both be about equal. But like I said, if the Pillar of Frost, Dragon, and all that stuff becomes unnerfed, Frost is probably going to be better. But overall, even if those aren't true, even if just Deathstrike's unnerfed, like Deathstrike unnerfing is going to affect both specs, right? Because both specs have Deathstrike. So overall, it's just going to be crazy. And overall, I'd be happy to be a Deathknight right now because the future is looking very promising for us, boys. Very promising. But yeah, I'll be making the guides, everything the first week. as soon as I push a little bit of rating when the season starts, and I know what's good, I'll tell you guys exactly what I did, blah blah, what works, like, so you guys know everything. But in as far as moving forward, I would kind of pick whatever spec you want, really. So at the moment, like I said, they both look really good. So I would say pick whatever one you prefer. Prepare the legendaries that you need, like get your conduits, whatever you got to do, all that stuff, and then yeah. And we'll know more information in the future, but I don't think you can go wrong with either right now, personally. Like, it's just they both seem to be in a really strong spot. But I would personally recommend Unholy for 2v2, because in 9.1 that is, not right now. But because it's just Unholy is just such an amazing 2v2 class, because you can dampen so good. If we have Death Strike back, it's gonna be like, our survivability is gonna be off the charts. But overall, yeah, like I said, so overall, I'd say Unholy for 2s, Unholy or Frost for 3s, but you really can't make a wrong decision at this point. So just stick it to, play the Deathknight, pick whatever spec, beat your legendaries, and then we'll be ready for the guides in 9.1, and we'll get this shit, we're gonna get this bread, boys. Anyways, thanks for watching, chat. I just wanted to give you guys a little ramble about my opinion on what I'm gonna do and that kind of thing, and what I think. Yeah, but anyways, enjoy. Hope you see you guys next time, and yeah, have a good one.